Hey there, engineers. We're already in the middle of the week. Can you believe it? How are you feeling today? That doesn't sound too bad. I like the positive responses. I hope you're all still interested in helping me figure out how to make a shadow puppet theater. Okay, sounds like you are still interested. Great. Today, I wanted to continue our learning by learning about an astronomer. That's a scientist that studies space and our universe. And we will also have time today to plan out our puppets so we can test them out tomorrow. So let's get our day started. This week, we've been studying light sources in the hopes that we can learn how to make a shadow puppet theater together. We've really been relying on our sense of sight to do this work. But engineers, did you know that there are ways to see without using your eyes? No? That's okay, because we're here to learn together. My friend Carla did some research and showed me an amazing astronomer. And like I said, an astronomer is a scientist that studies space or anything outside of the Earth's atmosphere. Astronomers have to study a lot of images or pictures of space and other parts of the universe because we can't travel as far as we would like. The Puerto Rican astronomer that we'll be learning about, Dr. Wanda Diaz Merced, actually lost her sense of sight in her 20s and can't observe images of space using her sense of sight. This is important because she focuses her study on the light emitted by gamma ray bursts. These bursts tell astronomers where black holes are being formed, which helps us learn more about our universe. So seeing is usually a very important part of the job, but not always. Dr. Diaz Merced started losing her sight when she was young and was given two options. She could give up or continue forward and persevere. And she decided to not let her diminishing sight, that means sight that she was losing, get in the way of her goals. I read that she was always interested in space, and what really sparked her interest and motivation was listening to a recording of a sunburst, the sound from the sun giving out a big amount of energy. She was really fascinated by this because she ended up using sonification, which here means translating sight to sound, to listen to gamma ray bursts. Engineers, she used sonification so that she could still study what she loved most. She also helped other scientists and astronomers like her because they could use the methods like this to see other images as well. I wanted to share a quote with all of you that I thought was really important and spoke to my heart. Would you like to hear what it said? Great. So, Dr. Diaz Merced said, "My advice to young people would be to remember that outstanding people do not become great overnight. They have to keep focused until they become victors in their mission. Not giving up is really hard, but just keep moving forward. Find good mentors and be a good mentee." I love that. What does that make you think or feel? That's a great feeling. It reminds me that it's okay to take longer to get what you want, and you have to work hard. I'm really grateful that we learned about another scientist that helps people and seems to constantly ask questions. Speaking of questions, do you remember our question this week, engineers? Yes. Well, let's reread it together anyway. How can I make shadow puppets? Wonderful job. Since we're going to make shadow puppets, I thought we would plan out the puppets now so that we could cut them out later today. I really want you to plan as well so that you can have a puppet to test tomorrow with me. We're going to figure out how to make these shadows. We have a light source, and I have a surface to see the shadows on, which I'll show all of you how to make in 2 weeks. All of these elements are getting us closer to making a shadow puppet theater. I'm going to plan my puppets today. If you're going to make one or some, think about what story you want to tell and who do you want in your story. Mine is going to be in space. I know I want to make a moon, a rocket, like in the picture I showed you earlier this week, and I also want to make myself as an astronaut. So today, I'm going to draw them on thin cardboard. If you're planning your puppet with me, make sure to get thin cardboard, like the kind from cereal boxes, a pencil, and a marker, and eventually you'll need scissors. So go ahead and gather your items. Okay, I said cardboard like cereal boxes, pencil, marker, scissors for later. Okay, are you ready? Go ahead and draw whatever you would like for your story. If you don't have cardboard yet, use whatever paper that you can. Can I see your puppet plan? Wow, that looks great. Some engineers drew trees and some even drew fairies. You are all incredibly talented. Now, let's cut out our items together. Make sure you follow around them. So I'll cut the astronaut. I'm gonna cut here because I can still see her. Now it's not sharp. Ah, wow. It looks like a lot of you did a great job. We're running out of time, so if you're not done cutting them now, you can finish them later. I'm so excited to use these tomorrow in a test. I can't wait to share what we're going to do. Please enjoy the rest of the show, and be sure to have puppets and a light source tomorrow if you'd like to follow along with me. See you tomorrow, engineers.